What?
And I'm going to give you one opportunity because we're friends.
Winner!
Who gives a shit about where the ball's been?
Yeah, F him. They went from loving this guy, best move ever, to hating him.
I think it's the most ridiculous thing in the world.
I love it because it tells you how the game was played.
There's nowhere for him to go. Literally, I think there's one place.
You can't do that in the national team.
Those things that are absolutely insane.
Successful and sexy? No. It wasn't aggravating at times? Yes.
Sorry,
That's not very fair.
It's not about being fair.
Welcome to the greatest soccer show ever. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the weekly recap from We Are Soccer, the bestest, greatest soccer show out there. There's nothing that can compare, absolutely nothing. This is the best show ever. I don't know where I went with that. All right, we do have an absolute ton of soccer news to get to. I know the games haven't exactly been going on since Copa finished, since Euros finished. Yeah, MLS is still going on. There's still a couple of other things we know, but that's not where we're headed tonight. We got a lot to talk about. News. Who's headed to Saudi Arabia to pick up those paychecks? There's several players heading over there. We're talking about it. Yeah, I'm upset, to be honest. We'll get your thoughts. We'll get the boys here in the studio's thoughts on that. We're talking about a 14-year-old making his debut in the MLS. 14 years old. Man, when I was 14 years old, listen, I was like 5'1", 102 pounds, which, just slightly smaller than what I am now. But 14 is incredible. How is it any different with this young man compared to Freddie Adu, who was 14 years old back 20 years ago? We'll talk about that. We are talking about Man United. Yes. God dang it. I hate to say it, but we're talking about Man United. They've made some transfers. There's rumors surrounding other players in the club, so we'll get to that as well. We're talking about domestic seasons kicking off in about 3 weeks' time. The EPL, Serie A, La Liga, Bundesliga, they're all kicking off in about a month, just shy of a month. We're going to talk about it. Who are the favorites? What's going to happen? Also, transfers. Lots of transfers happening, but not a big one. There hasn't been a big transfer yet. Will we see a big transfer before the end of the window, or is it going to stay all nice and quiet like it's been? We'll see. We got a lot to get to, boys and girls. Do me a huge favor. Comment along. Do us another favor and share this video. Share this right now. We would really appreciate it. I, from the bottom of my heart, will love you forever if you share and like this video. All right, before we introduce the boys in the studio, I want to say a big thank you to our partners. Big thank you to Soccer World. Big thank you to Next Level Training. Big thank you to the Michigan Jaguars. Big thank you to Thomas McGee's in downtown Detroit. Big thank you to the football doc, Dr. Zachary Atwood. And a big thank you to Fab Football Academy, located in England. Yes, the Fab Football Academy. Check them out. You can see them scrolling on the bottom banner right there. Check them out if you're looking to get over to England to play in an academy. All right, boys and girls, who we got in the studio here? Oh, look, it's Nate wearing a Man United top. Hi, Nate. How are you?
This is the #1 Metapod show that is in the metasphere. There is.
You got me. I don't even know what that is, but
it's a Metapod.
We've decided,
awesome. We've come together in our chat, and it's the new thing now. It's a Metapod.
All right.
And we're the #1.
#1 Metapod in the world.
#1 Metapod in the world. Most listened to Meta. Welcome to history, folks. Maybe. You're part of history, being part of the first ever, biggest Metapod show. Cast stream
ever
in the world.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Give yourself a round of applause.
Oh, here we go.
There you go. See, that's an appropriate use of a soundboard.
Yeah.
Not when he does some other crap.
Not when he does
like that. That just ruins credibility, Brooks.
Nate, do you have a Man United jersey on today?
Oh,
you know we're
gathered in the red. We're back, baby. Back. High five, Danny.
Yeah, your boy Danny's out.
Danny's so excited. He might have hurt himself. That's how excited he is.
We're going to get to that.
He was fist pumping as he was getting out of the shower, slipped on his dongle, and sprained his coccyx.
Wow, that's quite the...
Yeah, that's a visual for you.
All right.
Yeah, so
You got the fan to high five.
Moving on.
high five, fan.
That's his biggest fan.
Yeah, it's 1,000 degrees in here. I'll put this down. But what has to happen during these commercial breaks? The commercial breaks, thank you, sponsors, because what happens is I have to kick on the fan in order to breathe. Secretly, what's going on is I'm dying inside a sweat box of 1,000 degrees in a room with nothing but hot air.
Well, you got a dehumidifier next to you, but it's not working.
Oh, that's even that one. Yeah, you put all this stuff over here. What is going on? Like I'm gonna see all this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
I'm too lathered and excited off United stuff to notice anything on this table.
And that's why we're going to have a couple of segments.
Couple
of topic points.
Couple topics.
Topic points. Brooks, all right, buddy.
Metacast.
Typing away on his little computer, and he's been texting the whole day since I've been here, man.
have.
Brooks, what's going on, buddy? How are you?
Oh, I'm good, Craig. You know, had a little lacrosse on Friday and Saturday, some PLO watching, and then finished up some scouting reports today, so that was good. And watching a lot of Netflix. I watched Cobra Kai. This is the first half of the last season, so that was good.
No one understands what you just said, but I will say
Don't you like
this.
the Karate Kid?
I will say this. I figured it out.
Yeah?
I figured out why my blood boils so much when
Because
he
if
starts
Brooks don't
talking.
look
Because it's hot in here?
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
That. And yes, and do you know, apparently Wayne Gretzky said this.
Uh-oh.
You miss 100% shots you don't take?
The great one?
No. He said lacrosse is purely a Canadian-made sport.
No, is it
That's-
really?
And that's
No, it's
And
made by the
that's-
Native Americans.
How
And that's
dare
why there's no Native Americans in Canada.
There
Wow,
are
that's racist.
the
Brooks.
indigenous.
Moving on.
It was
So
made by
racist.
indigenous.
Racist
Throughout the
Brooks just
creators
spoke
game.
out there. You heard him.
Whoa.
We got to move on here, Bob.
Easy there, easy.
right.
I was also watching Ink Master too. I'm still watching that on Paramount. That's been fun
That's
too.
wait. That's the tattoo.
Yes, with
show?
Dave Navarro.
Right, but
Yes.
you have no tattoos, right?
No, but I'm considering it.
Welcome to the second.
Considering one option here. So on the thigh or the rear butt, we have a tandem bicycle of all of us on a bicycle. Yes. Or like Nate's got something, Danny's got something.
No, Nate does not have any rear butt tattoos.
Okay.
That's not what Nate has. None?
No.
None.
I don't even know where to go from here.
Welcome to the part of the Metacast
Yes.
show pod where we talk about crap nobody cares about.
All right, yeah. Well,
Brought to you by
Victor says hi.
Schlitz.
Hi, Victor. All right, before we jump in and get to the serious soccer talk here, last week we kind of skipped over this, unfortunately. I hate doing this. We bring bad news to the world of soccer every week, it seems.
Yay.
So I forgot to do this last week, and I apologize. This past week, our good friends Christian and Scott, 2 weeks ago, they lost their mother. This week, they laid her to rest. So condolences go out to our good friends Christian and Scott Emmert.
We love you.
Yeah, dude. Guys,
You win the messy fight.
just some bad news the last couple of weeks. A lot of parents, a lot of soccer folks in the area losing parents, and we hate to see that. All right, listen. We're gonna jump in. We're gonna do a lot of soccer talk today. I don't even know where, because to be honest, we got so many different pieces to get to. I'm starting off it's preseason. The teams, the EPL teams, the Bundesliga teams, are all going out on preseason tour. Some of them are coming here to the United States. Are you going to be watching them? If so, let us know, because EPL kicks off Friday, August 16th. Yes, we are less than a month away from the EPL kicking off. The first game happens to be Man United and Fulham. But, do you know, viewers, that is not the first game of the Premier League is not the official kickoff. The official kickoff of the Premier League season is done 6 days prior, Sunday at Wembley. It's the FA Cup winners versus the former season's winners, which brings
Is this the community plate?
the Community Shield, yes, big plate.
Yeah.
Brings again Man United versus Man City.
Oh, man.
Oh, now we know what just happened 2 months ago now, 2.5 months ago, when they met at Wembley. Man United walked away with that FA Cup, did they not?
When you win that, do you put a spread on there and you eat from it?
I mean, they do whatever they want. They probably put cheese and crackers on there.
Yeah.
I mean, but
That's what I would do.
But just so you're aware, everybody, that is the official kickoff of the Premiership season. That is when I truly get excited. It's Sunday. It's a 10 a.m. kickoff. Manchester United versus Manchester City. You got to be looking forward to that one. Now, both teams go into it saying, hey, this is kind of a preseason game. It'd be nice to win. But what ends up happening? They both show up with the best starting 11s, don't they? And they both try, and they both want to win. Nate?
Well, it's a great way to tune up 7 days before you have to play, so why not go out there with the best 11 to try to get yourself going?
And it does count as silverware.
Yeah, it does.
It does. It's not the greatest piece of silverware in the world.
No,
but
but more important, it's a game to if I'm a manager, if I'm a coach, and I'm getting ready for the season, I have an opportunity 7 days prior to when it really counts to bring out a starting 11 to just iron crap out. Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you?
Right.
And it's a
No, it doesn't mean that they're not like still trying to iron crap out. So results either way, take that with a pinch of salt. But it's a way to fine tune yourself 7 days prior to the start of the season
and get those new players blooded in.
Yep.
Hey, you've never experienced the Premiership. New players we just bought this year from other leagues or brought up from the lower divisions. This is the Premiership. Get ready. It's faster. It's stronger. It's better than any league you've ever played in. Get ready, and this is you fine-tuning.
Unlike the fan tours, and I'm sorry, I know a lot of people like to go to them, but that's what they are, fan tours in the United States.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it's just like, hey, I don't want to pay to go to England, so I'm going to go watch, and that's what it is. It's like,
and we're going to talk about that because my
Fan
team
tours.
Villa is coming. My team Villa, Aston Villa, is coming to America in about a week and a half's time.
are you going?
Wait, no, this week.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Take off 6 days.
Yeah.
So they're in Columbus Saturday, New York on Wednesday, Chicago the following Saturday.
Are you going?
2 of the 3 at the moment.
Are you going?
2 of the 3 games, yes.
Going to 2 of the 3?
2 of the 3. I'm going to
How much money are you spending?
That's none of your business, Nate.
What a
Listen,
rube.
all right, so we'll get.
hold on.
You want to go? You want to do this now?
No,
You wanna
no,
jump
I'm
into
not-
preseason? Let's do
Hold on.
this.
I do want to jump into preseason
Let's
only
do it.
because something that most people don't understand is, well, first thing, all those USA tours is you're a rube. You're probably paying like $200 a ticket or something ridiculous, to go watch a glorified friendly with an autograph session and a fan fest twice.
Yeah.
But what's even funnier is
Flying for one of them.
Are your kids going?
We'll get to that in a second.
So what's even funnier is Germany, before they go on any international tours, always do tune-up matches, and usually it's like against teams that I've played against or played with. It's like really lower end teams. So you get wacky scores like Heidenheim has played 2 games, one against FC Esslingen where they won 10-0.
Ooh.
Where do
Don't
they
worry.
play? It's like a 4th division team?
That's like a 6th division team, bro.
Okay.
That's like a 5th division team.
I know Wrexham just played Bournemouth, and they
So-
tied 1-1.
That's what happened. Lower division
Yeah.
teams play the higher division
Yeah.
teams. It's a warm up, but they make
Hold on,
money
it
out
gets
of it.
even better.
Yeah.
Then they played basically yesterday SSV Galanten. Score?
Double digits?
Give it to me.
Score?
Give it.
14-1?
20-0.
Oh, wow.
Holy crap! What?
20-0. You had
That's
a
2
goal-
touchdowns in a
Yeah.
missed extra. It's 3 touchdowns and
You
a
had
missed field
you had
goal.
an own goal in
Extra
the
point.
15th minute. Basically a hat trick from one player in the 32nd, 36th, 38th minute.
Wow.
Another goal in the 33rd minute. A goal in the 45th. A goal in the 46th, 82nd, 84th. I'm just reading them off. That was a hat trick from a player. This player scored 4 goals. He had goals in the 50th, 54th, 87th, and 89. But don't worry. There's another player who scored 4 goals. He had goals 51st, 56th, 60th, and 66th minute.
I mean,
So
20-0 is.
if you ever feel bad in
And
life,
these aren't their starters.
probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not,
at their
yeah.
academy.
The starters are probably playing for the first half.
Yeah.
So Villa did play Walsall the other day, and what they do is they put half the starters in for the first half and the other half the starters in for the second half, and they mix it up
mix them.
reserves and youth players. Right. This is what happens.
They're a League One team, Walsall, right?
Yes. So and they're only 30 minutes away from Villa Park, so they play them every year. Now Villa have just traveled over Slavia, and they're playing a team over there, Hajduk Split, and they won 3-0 there. It's
Why wouldn't they
tune-up
play
matches.
Birmingham City?
No, we don't. You don't play your rivals. That'd be like
season.
That'd be like Michigan State playing as a
Understand
preseason
the
friendly.
sport?
That doesn't happen.
You understand anything?
Okay.
Yeah, I do, and I understand you wouldn't. That'd be the worst friggin' idea ever.
Because people would get hurt.
But you're in separate divisions.
No, people would get hurt. People get hurt.
Wow.
because
Okay,
the
moving
fans-
on.
All right, I do
Don't
want to
play your
explain.
starters.
I do want to explain though. Yes, I am traveling to Columbus to watch Aston Villa play. Now,
Are you gonna go to the German restaurant down there?
I may actually. My wife and I were talking about that
It's
today.
It's a good restaurant.
You took me there.
Oh, your wife's going.
Well, here's the thing. My wife has.
She's a Villa fan.
My
right?
wife has seen Aston Villa play only when they come on preseason here. right?
Okay.
but my kids have never seen them play, and it would cost me an arm and a leg and
Yes.
probably a lot more to get everybody in a plane over to England to watch Villa actually play.
Yes.
So my 3 kids want to watch Villa play.
Okay.
They are dying to watch it. So for
Columbus is a good stadium.
a fraction of the price, I can stay the night in a hotel with a wife and kids. We can go to the game. Now, the good thing was tickets were not super expensive.
Are you stay in Dublin?
No, I don't know. We're staying right downtown Columbus so that we can walk to the stadium.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Dublin's a nice area, though.
tickets were not super expensive. It was actually like about $40 a piece, and I think another $10 or $15 fee on top.
Can I help you here?
Yeah.
So first thing, your kids, they still like to watch cartoon animals, so it doesn't make
Like
make sense.
Bluey?
Yeah,
So
it
do
makes
I.
sense.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that they get a kick out of friendly. However, you want to be king dad
Again, yes.
again. You ready?
Yep.
After either day before or day after, take your kids to Columbus Zoo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good
Take
idea.
them to the
Is it a good zoo?
Take them to the water park there.
Oh, damn it, my kids love water parks.
Yeah, and this one is awesome.
All right, Dooley.
You
that
got
might be
animals
something-
and water parks. You could actually literally do like a whole friggin' day there,
Wow.
start to finish. And actually, I'd recommend it because it is a massive zoo. It is a nice one. But
may
then-
have to do that either
You're welcome.
Saturday afternoon
And-
because the game kicks off at 8 p.m. that night, so it might be something to do during the day.
could be something to do their day before, after, whatever.
Yeah.
But while you're down there, by the way, just take all the credit for it.
Yep, I will. Thank you. Appreciate
No worries.
it.
By the way, when we're not on air, this is what's discussed, and Craig takes all of Nate's ideas.
Yeah, I usually do.
I actually have good ideas.
He does.
Don't tell my wife that.
Despite being a total idiot, I happen to be a genius.
Write his
Yes.
ideas down. And then a couple of days later, after Columbus, my dad, my brother, and I are traveling to New York to watch the Villa play Leipzig.
Really?
At
RB
Red
Leipzig.
Bull, yeah, RB Leipzig at Red Bull Arena.
Oh, in Harrison, New Jersey.
Yeah,
That's
so-
a nice stadium, by the way. They just don't fill it up very much.
Yeah, so we're gonna head over there. Tickets for that one were a little expensive. Second row, $70.
It's New York.
$70 a pop. Not bad. Second row. Right behind the goal, actually. So closest to the away side. It's in the Villa section as well. So yeah, we're gonna get down there on the. I think we fly in the Tuesday. Fly in the Wednesday. So my dad, my brother, and I fly in the Wednesday. Do the game that night. Go out
Glenn?
to the bars afterwards. Get hammered. Go back to the hotel. Then fly out the next day. Yeah, Glenn.
Yay, Glenn.
I've yet to make my mind up if I'm going to Chicago. That might be a bit much. 3 games in a week. But we'll see
You
what
can go
happens.
see our friend
Yeah.
that plays for him. Both of them, Chris Brady and Kellen.
Well, no. Unfortunately, it would be Club America who they play.
Oh.
Yeah. So I do want to let everybody know, listen, if you're going to go watch a preseason friendly with your favorite European club coming here in America, so I know Celtic, Chelsea, Wrexham, Villa, Man United, excuse me, a couple of other English or British clubs are coming over. Do not expect the star players to go all out. Do not expect an all-out match. This is a friendly. Number 1 on the agenda for these friendlies is get fit. Number 2, don't get injured. Do not get injured. Last time I saw Villa play was in Minneapolis. They played Minnesota United. And Minnesota United in Minneapolis. Great stadium, by the way.
Yes.
Villa didn't get out of second gear. Villa didn't leave second gear. I think they controlled 90% of the game, won 3-0, and left. It was that was it. Nobody got injured. They got fit. They got some practice in. Blah blah blah. Did some meet and greets with the fans. There you go. So that's what happens on these tours that the European clubs are doing. Let us know, Brooks. Keep an eye on this. Is anybody going to watch any of these games? I'm hoping to meet up with a lot of Villa fans in Columbus.
They're not going there, but Kirk Johnson is going to the Celtic versus Chelsea match at Notre Dame Stadium.
I would say that's at Notre Dame Stadium. That should be a good one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen that one advertised quite a bit. That'd be fun. Yeah, I know. But he's a Man United fan. But that's an opportunity to go see a big
Oh no,
game.
Mr. Kirk Johnson is an Arsenal fan.
Oh, is he? Yeah.
Yes, he's a big-time Arsenal fan.
That's right. But it's a good opportunity to go see a big stadium with 2 big teams, Celtic and Chelsea. So I've seen that one bounce around on Facebook quite a bit. So listen, if you are going to see a game, let us know where at and who. All right, back to the season's kicking off. So as I said, Friday, August 16th, EPL kicks off. Brooks, you got your hands up.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Tracy Center agree with me that the Community Shield is a nice like plate. He said we should put scones on there.
Ooh, scones with a little bit of butter.
Yes.
That'd be
Yes.
good. Nice warm. Now you got me hungry.
Sorry. Continue.
All right, so the Bundesliga is kicking off the following Friday, August 23rd. And then La Liga. Actually, before La Liga kicks off Thursday.
And do you know who has the first matches, I believe?
For
La
Bundesliga?
Liga?
Yeah.
For Bundesliga.
Yeah.
Who's that?
For both?
You know who's starting it off?
Leverkusen and Munich?
No, sir.
Tell me.
Stuttgart.
Tell me.
Leverkusen and Stuttgart.
Oh.
Super Cup. Because
The Super Cup.
Leverkusen won everything,
Yep.
and they can't play themselves.
So
Because usually it's the winner of the league and the winner of the Pokal.
Yep.
Similar to the Community Shield.
Shield, yep.
But this is a Super Cup, and that is just a shield.
Cool.
And because Stuttgart came in second, they're the next in line.
There you
So
go.
to kick off August 17th, before the 24th, Leverkusen versus Stuttgart.
My question
Nice.
to you, Nate, is will Stuttgart have enough players? Because they seem to have sold them all, by the way.
And we seem to have bought a bunch of players.
Oh,
actually.
good. Anybody good that I should?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
And we'll see. I mean, it was a shame to see who we lost because, but I will say this. Last year, they lost 3 key players. They lost their captain, their center back, went to West Ham. They lost Endo, who went off to
Liverpool.
Yep.
And they lost their starting left back, who went off to Inter. And then they came in second. So if their system, we'll see. But, yeah, they actually signed a striker, Dimitrijev, off of Bosnia and Herzegovina, so he plays for 2 country. Good for him.
Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Yeah, 2 country guy. Yeah, good for him.
Yes.
No, but they signed him off of interleague player actually who did pretty well.
I'm just happy to hear they're going to have enough players to field the team.
no, they
playing
actually
Bayer
signed
Leverkusen.
they signed a bunch of young players and
Okay.
just I think they're keeping to their strategy of keeping them young and seeing how it goes.
All right,
So,
good,
we'll see.
good,
Strategy.
Good. All right, so Bundesliga kicks off Friday, August 23rd. La Liga kicks off Thursday, August 15th. I probably should have done these in order of the dates. Like, you know,
Who's kicking off in La Liga?
I don't know.
2 teams.
2 teams who play in La Liga. I should
Real Madrid be one of them, I assume.
Maybe. But it's weird that they want to kick off a day before everybody else. Serie A kicks off Sunday, August 17th. And that's about it. But we are less than a month away from our domestic leagues being back. Our Saturday morning, our Sunday mornings, getting up early, getting that cup of coffee, and sitting down on the couch while the family, those damn noisy kids, and the wife who nags,
All right.
are still asleep.
Okay.
We
so
get to watch our football.
La Liga, it's Athletic Club and Getafe on the 15th at start.
Meh.
However,
And then
on the
I'll look at Serie
14th,
A.
on the 14th, the Super Cup goes on.
Oh.
August 14th with Real Madrid and Atalanta.
Atalanta.
So
Atalanta.
Serie A, there's 2 games that kick off at the same time on the 17th. Genoa versus Inter Milan,
Oh, okay.
and Parma and Fiorentina.
So that's actually 2 good games right at the same
Yes.
time, which is kind of weird.
Yeah,
The
both-
same time?
Yeah,
Or just the same day?
12:30, August 17th, 12:30.
That's a little odd. Normally the leagues kick off with 1 game so everybody in the freaking world can tune in.
Well, you know the Italians are still
the
different.
the Italians, they do what they want.
Yes.
They don't listen to nobody, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know about you guys. If I wasn't going to my preseason games here with Villa, I wouldn't be super, I wouldn't really care too much about it, but I'm going, so I'm excited. But I am really looking forward to the season kicking off. I'm really looking forward to actual football because, listen, as much chaotic fun as Copa was, as awesome as the Euros were, it's just not as clean and polished and as classy as the domestic leagues. And I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm going to say it again. I think this year I'm going to get into Bundesliga even more so, and La Liga even
say that every
more
year.
so. But every year I get a little bit
but
more
with
in.
Bundesliga, you've meant it.
And I've done it.
With the Liga, it's been a lie, and that's great. That's fine.
Yeah.
With Bundesliga, come into the fold.
Nate, have you not
Come to
have
me.
you not seen
My warm embrace is here.
I've grown in
Yes.
my Bundesliga love, and it's shown because
It's really rubbed off at your character.
I-
And your soccer IQ has improved as well.
I'm going to take those
Will you
compliments.
join me
I'm
in
gonna
Serie A?
Shut up.
Not going to do Serie A. I have resisted Serie A for 20 some odd years because of how slow it is. It's slow and methodical, and every game ends 1-0.
That's not true.
I can't do it. I think if you looked up like what is the average goals scored in a Serie A game, it's like 1.1 or something.
I believe the Bundesliga is one of the higher scoring leagues, actually.
Bundesliga and EPL, yeah, the last.
Yeah,
couple
you're
of
welcome.
years. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, absolutely.
Delicious.
I'm excited for the J League.
So I took down some notes the other day. Let me see if I can find where the hell that was.
You know how to write?
Well, I typed it. Sort of ish.
Kudos.
So in this summer, 31 days, we had 40 teams, 83 matches, and 187 goals. Copa and Euros together.
And only 4 Copa riots.
4 in the last 4 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there were a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. And then there was some racist chanting and shit, too.
Too much. Too much.
What the F is going on with these fans and players? Players chanting racist stuff.
Yeah.
This is getting
know.
bizarre.
Yeah.
You guys.
South America.
It's rough.
They don't really mean it.
On the bright side, James Rodriguez is looking for a new club. He was playing in Brazil, and
Yeah, James Rodriguez can't play club football.
Yeah, you know what?
He can't. He can't play club football. Sorry.
I'll take him in MLS.
Yeah, take him in MLS.
Take him, have him.
Hey,
He might,
there you go.
He might actually
No.
be good in MLS.
Nope.
No,
Nope.
you're right.
You'd
it's
be
club
bad.
football.
You'd be club football, and
He
then all of
had-
a sudden come out with the national
He
team.
had
and be a
one
rock
good
star.
year at Bayern and one good year at Madrid. Wasn't he good for Everton when he was there too?
Oh God, no! They wanted to get rid of him so bad. He was
thought he
there
did
like less than a
decent.
year. No, yeah, I think he had like one good game. No, they wanted shot of him because he was earning a shitload of money.
Wasn't he at
He
Ajax?
wasn't showing up a practice.
Yeah.
and they were like, "Get the F out the door." man."
Yeah, Munich was like similar. They were like, we'll keep him, but not for that much.
Yeah.
He's not that good.
He is not a good club player. Steps on the field for Colombia, and you're like, "Holy crap,
Lights out, baby.
This guy could be the next superstar."
I tell you, just some guys like international soccer more than club soccer.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I know.
You know what?
People usually tell me that.
I do want to. I didn't have this as a topic tonight, but I do want to talk about it. Tyler Adams injured again.
Yeah, it's
Tyler
awesome.
Adams
Good
again.
job. Yeah.
We're not loving that one.
£25 million move last year to Bournemouth.
No, I think
he's played like 12
I
games.
I think that was great for our coach to take him over. You know, he started 4 spectacular games.
He needs a
Four
rest.
4 spectacular games he started. And, it was a good idea to bring him in instead of, I don't know, Maloney, who was just kind of sitting there. He only started like 34 games in, the first division German league. That's, why would you bring him? They're
Why?
only playing the same positions, so that's good. He's out. Good job.
Yeah, but injured again.
That's our old head coach.
And
Good job.
everybody said last year he's got to be worth more than £25 million in a move to Bournemouth.
When he's healthy.
No, he's not because he can't stay healthy.
Well, when
he
he's
just
healthy.
can't stay healthy. And it's not even the hamstring injury that kept him out this time. It's
No,
a back
issue.
It's a back issue, and he needs surgery on it.
Back's a tender thing, too.
I don't know if you know this, but if you have back surgery, it takes a long time to heal that shit, man.
Yeah, he probably won't be back till like the spring of 2025 at the earliest.
Hold on. I'm not an expert.
I'm not a doctor, but I did say it at Holiday Inn Express
No,
last night.
I'm not because I don't know what type of back surgery is.
True.
Is if he's having a disc replaced?
That's bad.
No, it's not.
It's not?
No, it's not. Actually, if you're having a disc replaced, they actually disc replacement surgery.
Is it quick?
Especially in the neck and stuff like that.
The worst
So
is muscle spasms.
It really just depends on when it's happening. But it does say that he's going to be out for a bit.
Yep.
Yes.
So we'll see. But if it's if you have like a herniated disc, they can pop out pop the disc out and put in a fake one, and you're back to work in like 7 days.
Because they didn't put a time frame on it, leads me to believe it could be something serious like they just don't.
He probably won't play in the fall.
I'm going to guess no.
I'm not-
He'll be
I'm guessing
back in
not
the
until
winter
after
at the
Christmas.
most. So don't expect to see him in the friendlies coming up against Canada. And who else they playing, Brooks? USMNT?
New Zealand, Canada, and Panama.
Right.
Reason number 443 on why we fired Berhalter.
All right. You know what? I need to get a new drink here, so we're going to be right back after this.
Is
We're
it
gonna
fan
talk about-
time?
It's fan time.
Fine time.
Fan time. Put the fan on. It's really freaking hot in here. We'll be right back.
Can't breathe.
This is like a minute break.
It's
so
going shirtless. No, no.
Put your shirt on. All right, we'll be right back.
tempo, yes, yes, drop out, good. Yes, touch, play, right foot, yes. Scan, good. Touch in, play, drop your hip, right, yes, good scan. Yes. Jay, well done. Inside on touch. Play, see it, yes.
All right, so we did just have someone message in, Mr. Kirk Johnson. You and Brooks are going to get matching tattoos.
Whoa.
So
I have not agreed to this.
we took a vote in the studio here.
That's unfair. There's 3 of us.
Right,
Yeah.
you were outvoted, so 2-1.
And to be fair, no, his ideas can't be worse than one.
I'm the youngest, so I get 2 votes.
No, it means you get 1 less vote.
Yeah.
So technically, you get no votes.
Oh, again. Can I just get a tattoo with Victor instead?
Of Victor?
No. With
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Victor,
good
do you
with
want to get matching tattoos, buddy?
No, Victor?
Of
Victor's
Victor?
going to get...
Yeah.
Are you
tattoo
going to do the
of
Rick
himself.
Carlison?
No.
Rick Carlison has a giant picture of himself on his back.
No, we're going to get a picture of it. We'll do tattoos of you, Craig.
Hey!
Yeah.
You wouldn't be the first, and you won't be the last.
Whoa! This sounds like an interesting story.
Pretty sure they're going to be the first.
Don't count it. There's people out there. There's people who do crazy things for money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me. All right, listen. There was a 14-year-old who made his MLS debut this past week. 14. Let me get the
To
exact.
show how easy your league is,
He
you have 14-year-olds
sort of
and
did that.
48-year-olds playing in there.
So 14
whoa.
years,
Wayne Rooney.
293
14-year-olds.
days becomes the youngest ever player, beating out Freddie Adu, who was like 14 years old, 300 and
MLS has gone so soft that they have the youngest players and all the European retirees joining up all in
All
the
of
same,
them.
and they're all competing.
Brooks, tell us why this young man is different from Freddie Adu, because this kid, by the way, if nobody's heard.
Freddie Adu wasn't really 14.
Yeah, Freddie Adu was actually like 38. But this young man, it's written, he signed a contract with the Philadelphia Union, and when he turns 18, is it? So he's still got 4 years, and then he's going to transfer to Man City.
That's the plan.
That's the plan. There's a contract written out. He just signed a brand new contract. He's earning like a couple million a year or whatever it is. Cavin Sullivan, 14 years, just shy of 300 days old.
Yep.
Why is this young man so special?
Well, I mean, I think seen a bunch of different interviews and just knowing, talking to the dad before and whatnot. Listen, the kid's always played up, like ever since he's always played a couple age groups up. He's got older brothers, Quinn, that plays on the team currently, who's 20 years old, and he's got 2 older twin brothers that are 17, 18. Listen, I think from a standpoint of the youth game and him affecting the game at the higher age groups, whether that's playing up with the 15s or playing up with the 17s or playing with the second team, he's had some effect in the game. I guess, you can always say, hey, that's great. Like, you can pick and pop and play and, if you understand the game, but, obviously the game comes down to, dribbling at players and the physicality, and that's just going to have to be something he's going to have to adjust to. I mean, he came on and like the last, it was a 5-1 win against the Revolution when he entered into the game after his brother Quinn scored. And he was running around, You could tell when we tried to find the game one time, the drop down. He played up top as one of the, and they play 4-4-2 diamond.
Wait, 4-4-2 diamond?
Yes.
Diamond in the middle.
Yes.
Hey!
Yes. That's what.
Jim Curtin.
Yes.
My new favorite MLS coach.
Yeah. So Cavin subbed in for one of the forwards and played as one of the two forwards, and he tried to pop in and find the ball to check down Henry Kessler, the center back for the Revs, just shoved him over. So he's gonna physically he's not there yet. I do give him credit. He was running at defenders. He wasn't afraid. He took a shot from distance right at the keeper. But there were some signs. Do I want to call him the next generational talent? Do I want to crown him that right now? No. All
right.
I think that's a little premature to do that. I think Christian Pulisic has different assets to his game that I don't think Cavin has yet, or maybe will not have, or maybe he's a little different player than Christian. But it's still impressive, Is it a little bit of publicity stunt by the union? Maybe.
Little.
I think mostly if I were the union, I'd probably play him with the second team, and then obviously play him with the 18s or 19s. I think that would be very important for him.
Sure. So
But
what I'm hearing is he's got a lot of growing to do, physically and mentally on the field, right?
I think mentally he's fine. There's no question. Mentally he's fine. He comes from an extremely tough family.
Sure.
That's a very big soccer background. I mean, his grandpa Larry was the head coach at Villanova University for a very, very long time.
Gotcha.
The dad, Brendan, played at Columbia. His mom played college soccer. I mean, he comes from a soccer family. No superstars till Quinn.
Solid players.
But solid players.
Sure.
But mentally, he's fine. The question is physically, is he going to get there?
Physically, he has to do some growing.
Yeah.
Mentally, I will say, because he's not big enough, and when he gets knocked off the ball several times in a row, can he mentally get back on and keep going and not have it affect him, right? We won't know. He won't know.
I don't think he's ever faced what I would say, from watching the kid, not this past spring, but the spring before at MLS Next Flex in Maryland. I don't think he's ever had where he's faced adversity.
Sure.
I think he's just always been that good, and he's always been able.
Coming.
It is, and I think this is time will tell. The next, whatever years, he's supposed to every so often in preseason go train with Man City. That's part of the contract apparently for him.
That's their way of keeping tabs.
Correct.
That's their way of going, let's
Correct.
see how well you're improving and where you're at.
Exactly. So it's a back and forth. For a 14-year-old kid, is it too much? Yeah, I think it is.
I didn't think
but
you were going to go with that.
I will say this. The one thing that Freddie Adu did not have that Cavin has is a second team to play on, as well as, an academy.
Well, also,
Freddie Adu, they always say if Freddie Adu probably had a second team or like an academy setting, it might have been a little different because they were not forced to play him and to be in the name of MLS.
I was about to say,
I don't think Cavin.
Also, the name of the MLS
Yeah.
is. I mean, I remember. Listen, I was at Michigan State when this kid, when Freddie Adu made his debut, and all of us were talking about him, and everything was marketed around him.
Yeah.
And we were asking our coaching staff, "Hey, have you seen this kid play? How good is he?"
Yeah.
And he was the face of MLS,
Yeah.
and it sucked for him because. A couple
He wasn't
of bad
ready.
games. He wasn't ready. He was 14.
And Cavin, and they're not doing that with Cavin. I mean, he's got a big shoe contract with
Lessons
Adidas.
have been learned.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a contract with Adidas. He does other stuff, but MLS is not promoting him as this is our guy, on all the main ads.
They don't need to.
Yeah.
They don't need to.
They don't need to.
Look at the players the MLS have.
Yeah.
They do not need to
Messi
market
is the
this.
one that they will be pushing in front of everyone.
Messi
and
does-
Suarez and Inter Miami.
And ain't no pressure on Messi because he's done
Correct.
it before and he don't need to do it again, but he does it.
Correct.
So agreed.
Right.
All right, listen. It's good to see a young kid if you can play. If you're if you're good enough, you're old enough, and this kid's proving it. Is it a marketing stunt? Maybe. They were
Yes.
up 5-1. They're up 5-1.
And he played 5 minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot.
Yep.
It was really short. And I was like,
Time will tell.
It was like Quinn scored, and I was like, they're bringing the brother on.
Yep.
It
will
was
tell.
just
Time will tell.
So we do have some comments after Nate speaks.
No, I mean, it's your epitome of a marketing stunt.
Yeah. Brooks, comments. What do we got?
Yeah. So here we go. Let's see. Michael Tyson. Will the kid be the soccer version of Caitlin Clark? No.
Good question.
No. I mean, he's not. Caitlin Clark just stepped into the WNBA and just lit up. She's leading the team in points. That's not what Cavin.
So she played more than 5 minutes.
Yes.
Oh.
She plays whole games.
So that's more than 5 minutes.
Correct, yes.
I think we just made history again on the show Metapod.
Metapod Showcast.
We agreed?
Might be the first time we've ever mentioned the WNBA.
Oh. Hey, we're
First ever.
we're fans.
Give yourself a round of applause, everyone.
Hey,
First
history
Meta
making.
Showcast Pod.
I like watching women's basketball.
Did you really just admit that?
Yes. I'll watch the tournament sometimes.
Okay,
yeah.
moving on.
Cancel. We're just gonna. All right, someone shut his mic off.
You can't because I control it.
Shit, he controls the sound
Yes.
board.
Anyways,
All
let's see who else. Michael Tyson says Nate needs to bulk Cavin Sullivan up, get him on a weight training program. So that's what you gotta do.
He's 14.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And then Kirk Johnson, club managers and front office, they have better experience and knowledge helping young players and new players, probably in between Adu and Cavin, the difference. Kid is more mature than what Freddie had back then. Yeah, I mean, I think so. And like we said, I mean, he has a system to come through. He did that, but, he's not the face of MLS like Messi is, so it's completely different.
All right. It's going to be interesting to see if and when he ever makes it proper in the league and makes it up to the next level, which would be the U.S. men's national team. We all know
He does want to play for them and win a World Cup. He did an interview. That's his goal. That's his goal.
That's everybody's goal. You grow
Yeah.
up in a country, that's everybody's goal, right?
Yep.
But yeah, he shows his age by saying that, right?
Sure,
Because
sure.
All right, but who is going to be that coach that pulls him up? Who's going to be that coach that pulls him into the 18s, or the 21s, or 23s, or the full team? Because right now the U.S. men's national team, as we know, do not have a coach. Greg Berhalter fired.
Were you going to say Burfalter?
Yeah, Oh, that's a good one.
Greg Berhalter?
Berhaltered.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
Burfaltered.
That's what they did in the Copa America.
Yeah.
Berhaltered.
Yeah. He
gone.
Burfarted.
He what?
He Burfarted.
Too bad you don't have your
I know.
sounds queued up, or you
Gosh,
could have
I
done
know.
that. All right, so this week, as of yesterday, there were 3 candidates that look like they may be the next coach.
Yeah, it's probably all lies.
It probably is. But here's what we got. Rumor has it, Patrick Vieira, who departed his role as manager of French club Strasbourg on Thursday, is in negotiations with U.S. Soccer over the men's national team.
That would be a great hire because he's got like a win percentage of about 35%, which every team he has. He's a born friggin' loser.
You got it.
Can't wait to get that guy.
You got it.
No
He's
international experience, born loser. He's French. Brooks likes him. But he's absolute shit as a coach. Let me get the excuses of why he couldn't manage out of Strasbourg in that super competitive Austrian league with only 2 teams. So let's hear it. How great is he?
He wasn't
He's
bad
awesome.
at Palace, though, right?
Who what?
I think
No,
from
he was
Crystal
shit at Palace. That's why he got fired.
He was good for a year at Palace, then he was shit for half.
Yeah, so at least he had one good year.
He has never achieved higher than a 35% win percentage.
He's an invincible.
Vieira led Strasbourg to a 17th place finish last season,
Yeah.
which landed the club in the relegation zone. He
Get 'em.
previously managed Crystal Palace,
Yep.
French club Nice, the MLS club New York City. I'm sorry?
He did all right. It took him a little for New York City, but he finally got him churning.
You would rather have Vieira than Berhalter,
Yes.
someone who's never managed a national team.
By the way,
Yes.
leading you into the 2026 World Cup.
that's not your guy, so it doesn't matter. That's a smokescreen.
Rumor. Oh, I like that. I
Thank
like
you.
that.
They are
Smokescreen.
not going to go with an American. They're going to go European because they have,
Sure.
they have
Well,
a European guy that's looking for the
The
coach.
other name, which I do not believe in any way whatsoever, they are looking into USSF is interested in talking to Mauricio Pochettino.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll take the job for 1.4 million.
1.9.
Yeah,
And
1.
Apparently, your England
1.9, 1.4.
Apparently,
Yeah.
England want him too.
Whatever. He'll take the
Yeah,
England
true.
job, and you know what? England won't take him because he's not
Not
English.
English.
Yeah,
All right.
which is sad because maybe they'll win something.
Here's the other one, but it's been mentioned a little bit, but not enough.
So 2 smoke screens,
Yeah.
and what do we got now for the third one?
the one that I think they may actually end up with, which
Nope.
would, in my opinion, be the smartest thing U.S. soccer could do. Gareth Southgate.
Ugh.
Gareth
take
Southgate.
Gareth
You
Southgate.
don't want. Wait, you said Gareth Southgate was a brilliant manager a month ago.
No, I didn't.
You don't want him?
I did not say that. That was him.
You agreed with him.
I did not agree with him.
Hey, where's the intern? Intern, roll back the tape. Let's see if we can find this. You don't want Gareth Southgate?
We don't have an intern.
Because he's Berhalter
Damn it,
2.0.
who's been talking in my ear the whole time?
He's Berhalter 2.0.
No, he's not.
All right. So, all right. Hold on. Before we jump in,
he is not
Nate,
at all.
We're gonna come back to you. You've said no. Brooks does not want Gareth Southgate.
No.
I want to know people like Mike Tyson, Kirk Johnson, Tracy Center. If you guys
Victor?
are watching, do you want Gareth Southgate? Do you want him leading to 2026? Nate, yes or no?
So I would take him, but that's another bullshit candidate. That's not a real candidate.
You don't think it's really gonna? You think
No.
it's Sharundalo?
No.
But here's the thing.
Thank you.
If you actually talk to Gareth Southgate, you have to have him turn you down. You turn him down, and you take someone like Steve Cherundolo? Gareth, look
Hey, Gareth, do you want to come coach our national team and take a $4 million pay cut?
They'll find the money somewhere to pay anyone.
Would it not be a good hire?
It would be a good hire.
I think it would be a fucking phenomenal hire. For
And here's where you're wrong, Brooks. Your World Cup lineup and your Copa America lineup about the same?
Mm-hmm.
About the same?
One or two players.
99.999% the same?
Yep.
Okay.
But
hey,
when a new manager comes
hold on.
in, let's see if it is the same.
that doesn't matter. Same manager, Southgate.
Mm-hmm.
Your World Cup lineup, your Euro lineup, was it the same?
8 or 9 were the same players. 2 or 3 switch out. Yes,
Okay.
pretty much.
Yeah,
Yes.
but 2 or 3 switched out, right?
And we finished second and third respectively.
And the whole bench was different, wasn't it?
yeah, the bench
I'm not
was
talking about the starting lineup. I'm talking about overall the players you brought in.
we had 4 or 5 different players 2 years down the road from the World Cup to the Euros. Yeah, absolutely. He had the balls.
Yep.
I disagree with it, to leave Jack Grealish at home.
Yep.
He had the balls to leave Marcus Rashford
Yep.
at home. He
Yep.
had the balls to bring in Anthony Gordon.
They had the balls to bring in Kobe Manu.
Kobe Manu and play him after the
And
first
play
game.
him.
By the way, Michael Tyson thinks you're crazy for Southgate.
So, because I want Southgate, or
Yes,
because
he's crazy. Yeah.
Southgate
Said
would
Southgate couldn't get it done with England. How could he get it done with the U.S.?
He's not going to win. No manager coming in here is going to win.
You
the
don't
World
want him
Cup.
to win.
You
He's
want
not
him to
gonna-
get past the knockout round.
Yep. And he's going to get him.
Just gotta get into the
what
knockout round.
has Southgate done with England every goddamn time?
Every time he manages a game, he doesn't break from formation.
I think it's
and
pretty
he
easy
wins
with
the
the
game.
with the players you have to do that.
Why didn't he use the players he had to their fullest capability? Why? Because he was managing the tournament. I disagree with it. Don't get me wrong.
He
For
manages
England,
tournaments, and that's what he would do here. Is
and
manage
that's what
a
you
tournament.
need. You
And
need
that's
someone
what
to
you
manage
need.
the tournament.
Because you need
I
the.
don't know.
I do know. You need someone who's going to manage a tournament. Here's the problem: he ain't going to come here.
Yeah, I agree. It's probably not enough money. 1.9 million is not enough
Brooks,
money. Even with endorsement.
I don't even understand what your philosophy is for a new coach. What do you want?
He wants a French guy, apparently.
Yeah, whatever.
No,
No,
I want a European coach that can actually come in and
do what?
what do I want?
Yeah.
I want someone that can take these players and step them up to the next level.
That's a trope. What do you? What
That's
do you
not
want
a
as-
trope.
Yeah, it is. You just.
That is not a trope.
I want a coach to win all the games. I want a coach to score more goals than the other team.
That is not a trope.
Yeah, it is a trope.
No.
What do you want a technician or do you want? What do you want?
I don't want someone that's gonna joystick them.
You don't
I want
want
someone
who's
that's gonna play creative flow.
I don't think you have the players to play.
You don't have the
creative.
players to play creative.
You can do it.
You have one player who can play creative. And
No,
create.
that's not what I'm saying. You know, to identify all the strengths and weaknesses of each player and then figure out how to work that in together to create something that's not joysticking but plays to your strengths.
Give me a manager. Give me someone.
I think Pochettino could do it, and I think it'd be interesting if Vera came in.
Let me ask Nate this question. Did he not shit all over Pochettino while he was at Chelsea
shit
for the entire
Nah,
game?
all over.
He's not a good club
Worst
coach.
coach ever. Not the best coach because Pochettino actually wouldn't joystick.
He did really
I
well
don't
with a
think-
bunch of young players.
I will argue.
He didn't. He let him play. He was
I
creative.
will argue. I have no evidence, and no one in this room has evidence that Southgate joysticked any of those players because they all said different. They all said different.
Yep. No,
They said that he's not joysticking us.
all right, so I would like to know if you had the choice, Southgate or
The field. I'd take the
you
field.
take the field.
Yes,
Who's the field?
could be anyone.
Oh,
So you're God, I don't think Wilfred Nancy.
I don't know. I would take the.
Wilfred Nancy is a better coach than Gareth Southgate.
I don't think so.
I agree 100%, but here's what you're talking about. Club. Has Wilfred
If you
Nancy
put
done it?
Wilfred
Has he
Nancy
done it
in the national
level?
team with the U.S.,
Can't
he would
do that.
He
They're
would do
different.
better.
It's a different style of coaching.
So
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You can't say that he would do so well.
Coaching is
and you also
coaching,
can't-
Craig.
because you
Coaching is coaching.
No, it's not. Not
Coaching,
when you
it's a
did-
result-based industry, Craig. It's results.
It is absolutely.
It is
100%
result-based industry. It doesn't matter how you play or whatever. If you win, you win.
Wilfred Nancy gets to see and
Does Wilfred Nancy
coach
win? Yes.
those players.
Yes.
He won
every
once.
single day. Now all of a sudden he gets to
What do
see.
you mean he won once?
He won 1 year, Brooks.
He took a crap Montreal program and made them into a team that actually makes the playoffs.
How long
and
did
then
it
every
take
Not
him?
winning.
How long did
like
it take him?
1 year after Thierry Henry left.
It took him a solid year. To
Yes,
do
that was it. It took him 1 year to do
Solid
it.
year. Now
And
all of a sudden,
they pay no one. And then Columbus is not one of the most highest paying clubs in MLS
don't
either.
That's
understand.
not true.
I don't understand how you're thinking that coaching in club is the same as
Craig,
coaching.
coaching is coaching. You coach
No.
to make player. Yes, it is.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
You get
Coaching is coaching. You're either shit or you're good.
No, that's
There's
not.
two. There's
So
you're
what-
shit or you're good.
Is Gareth Southgate a good coach?
No, he's shit because he can't win.
Oh my word. All right.
Trevor Alter's shit too because he can't win either. And Gold Cup and whatever don't count. I'm
would-
talking on the big stage.
All right. People watching, is Brooks an idiot? Because there's coaching national team level. Roberto Martinez,
I like Roberto.
horrible coach.
I like Roberto.
Couldn't make it as a club coach. All of a
He
sudden,
wasn't that bad at Everton, Craig. Come on.
He was terrible. That's why they fired him.
Yeah, he had a few good seasons and they fired him.
I think he was there for
No, let me
two.
let me just stop this.
Maybe 3.
I'm done with this.
I'm done with you.
We're all wrong. Brooks is
All
wrong.
wrong.
Yeah, we're wrong. Because international coaches can go into the transfer market and just buy new players. We all know this.
Well, club
But
coaches
they
do
can
that,
can
right?
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
Oh,
You
yeah.
just fucking contradicted yourself.
What are you talking about?
If you don't know what we're talking about, then I have nothing for you because
What are you
just
talking about? It's
Okay.
an
You
easy.
should- no,
that
stop
means
it.
it's
Are you-
easy.
are you-
That
no,
means
stop it.
that means
Are you
it's
being
easier
serious?
than the
Are
coach
you being
club.
serious?
It's easier to coach club than if you can go to buy your
No
wins. You can go buy
shit.
your wins.
That's what he's just saying.
easier to
no
coach the club.
shit.
No.
Tougher to coach a national
So
team.
yeah,
You still have to be a good coach to win.
I mean, no one's debating you have to be a good coach, but you have to be like.
You can have all the. Okay, Mr. Manu, you have all the talent on the road and you can't win dick.
we have all the talent in the world.
I'm just saying, Eric Ten Hag, our savior, is going to do something. And what have you won? Nothing.
Actually, that's
Nothing. And how much money do you have? What? You have a lot more than other clubs, and you haven't won shit.
Hey, buddy, we won 2 trophies. So lick my sack.
So you haven't
know
won
what
the
you're
Premier
talking about.
League, and you haven't
Yeah,
won a
you don't-
Champions League.
No, but
'cause
we
everyone
we have
cares
won
about
something.
that.
I accept your apology. You just contradicted yourself twice. I don't think you understand this. You're not
No,
good at this.
I get it.
So
All
stop.
right, ladies. All right, ladies. Listen. All right. If you had to pick today, what coach are you taking? You're taking Wilfred Nancy. By the way, I mean you have.
If they
to.
could
That's-
buy him from Columbus, I would take.
Yeah, and then the international team can go buy their players. It's great. He's great. He's right.
I would literally, and I know.
I mean, that's why you go get dual national team players, Nate.
Yeah, so easy.
That's just like everyone
I
does
think-
now.
I think the best thing U.S. Soccer could do.
Can we
is
get-
find a way to get Southgate here because that is the man who is gonna manage you into the tournament and manage the game.
When we get Wilfred Nancy, can we sign Messi and Jude Bellingham as well?
Yes, you can.
Nice, good stuff.
I think that's how it works. All right, we got a lot more.
I mean, your favorite player for Germany, you wanted to call him in. If they didn't get him as a dual national, come on,
Who?
Favorite player?
Maloney for Hoffenheim.
Yeah.
He's a dual national.
Yeah.
That's what this game is now. You go find all the dual nationals to see which ones are better than the domestic
And all
ones you
the
have. And there
good
you
ones
go.
have already signed up and playing for their national.
I don't
And
agree
you-
with that.
Balogun is.
There
not
are a
good
lot of
enough.
Americans around the world. There are a lot of them, and there are
Hey,
a lot to be
Greg,
found.
help me out.
Yeah.
Just help me out. Jude Bellingham, does he have any U.S. citizen ties at all?
I'm not saying Jude Bellingham.
Does he have any U.S. citizen ties at all?
I'm not saying Jude
No,
Bellingham.
and even if he did, he
No.
can't because now he's.
Musiala, did he have
playing.
any U.S. citizen ties
I'm
at
not
all?
saying. Talking
he
about
did
those
not.
guys.
Then give me someone. Go ahead.
Talk about there's players out there. Some of
Name
them playing
someone.
for some club
Name
that
someone.
they'll find.
Name someone.
If they are.
Name someone.
You're playing this game the same
Name
thing you
someone.
did with Craig, dude.
No, name
It's
someone.
the same thing.
All right, we
Don't
are gonna.
say something unless you can back it up.
We are
There
gonna
are
be.
people out there.
We're
Name
gonna
someone.
be right back, and we'll probably jump right back into this.
Hi, Brooks. We're at our favorite store, Soccer World in Rochester. We're just gonna do some light shopping. Nothing big. Ooh, pretty colors. Oh, and one of these too?
Ooh, Germany. Nate would like this.
Hey, Brooks, look at all these. Look what I got.
Club America. Ooh, wow, that's not MLS. Ugh.
Socks? No.
Ooh, a ball pump.
Next to line.
Sir, you're next.
Right. That's a mannequin. You know that.
Huh?
It's a mannequin.
Oh. Sorry, sir.
Craig, what are you doing?
All right, we're back. Brooks admitted he's wrong in the break there, so we're good.
No, he didn't.
No, I'm
Stop
just kidding.
lying.
I did not.
No one caves in these discussions.
No, we huddle around the fan and to try to breathe.
We do. It's a sweatbox.
We allow one fan in here per show.
We're all drenched
This
with
one,
sweat.
No one's
It's
talking.
a
No one's talking. The fan's going on, and we're
Yes.
just going, "Dear God, please."
Yes.
it must be 170.
We have water bottles. We just throw water on each other,
It's
too.
incredible.
No
all right,
wet
listen.
T-shirt contest, though.
I do think that U.S. soccer right now is hot and heavy into those interviews and trying to figure out who the hell is going to be the next coach. And I don't think they have a freaking clue.
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to end all the arguments. I would take Wilfred Dancy. I'm fine with it.
Okay.
I would take Gareth Southgate. I'm fine with it. I don't think it's going to be those two.
No.
I really do believe it's going to be Steve Cherundolo just because of his connections.
I would not
do.
take him.
I think it's all smokescreen, and it doesn't matter.
Yep.
But that's going to be the closest guy that you have to international experience of the men's national team.
Agreed.
It wouldn't be
Agreed.
bad. I'd
Agreed.
be willing to give him a shot.
I would not be willing to give him a shot. I want someone who's actually managed as a
but he
head
has.
coach. He was an
Well,
assistant,
he's
and
had
played.
roles, but Wilfred Nancy hasn't. I just said I would take him just because it'd be something different.
Agreed.
But I would throw everything I had at Southgate. I just don't think he's going to take the job.
See, now
Why would he?
I don't think he wants to go back to managing club because you know where he was managing before? Middlesbrough, who were in the championship.
Oh, you
and
said
they
that
were
wrong. It's actually Middlesbrough.
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 Middlesbrough is where that's where Aiden Morris is.
Yeah. So that's where Gareth Southgate was for several years. And he couldn't get them out of the championship.
Well, they just kind of stayed there, right?
They-
He was
they-
just pretty neutral.
They just stayed.
Yeah.
They just stayed. But
Maybe he needs to go manage in another country.
I mean, I think he may, if the U.S.
That's
Soccer
a
came to him and said,
huge-
listen, this is all we got, but we're going to put you in control, and we know you've done it before. We're going to see if we can up this. And I know we said with Klopp, right? VW, the sponsor, all that. There could
So,
be some
yeah,
more.
I do believe there's magic that can be pulled. I think that'd be a huge drop for him. I feel like
I
if
think
he were to
he'd do it.
change national teams, he would go to a team where he possibly could win it to show that he could win it. And I don't think that's.
Do you think he needs to show that he can win it? Because to me, I think he goes, I made it second place, third place,
He was a shirt pull away from winning that game.
and a penalty kick away.
From
Yeah.
moving on.
So-
He would just retire.
I think, and listen,
Maybe.
a lot of English people do this. They look at America and go, "Oh, it's nice and sunny."
Maybe he'll be a Sam
my
Allardyce, a
God.
caretaker manager.
You don't want Sam Allardyce as your manager, by the way, because he was
But
fired, and then they let
No,
Southgate in.
no. Southgate will be a Sam Allardyce. He'll be just caretaker manager.
You're not hiring him.
But
As
couldn't
a
there be other
caretaker.
jobs within the FA in England where he could get hired likely?
Yeah, he
Within
could,
the organization.
Yeah, he could within
Maybe.
the organization, but I believe
Technical director.
he is officially stepped away from the Football Association.
So what's his relationship with Southampton guy?
with Matt Crocker.
Yeah, are they friends? Like,
That
do
I-
they hang out?
I mean, they probably knew each other when he was at.
Well, they're both
Southampton.
English. It's a small island.
Matt Crocker was in the Football Association
Were they
for a
neighbors?
small amount of time
Maybe.
before he went to Southampton. So
they play on the
probably
same
do
team
know
together?
Each other.
Did they play on the same youth team together?
I will say this: the one thing I will say about Pochettino is that Crocker and him were at Southampton together.
Yeah.
So there's the only reason why you can possibly get.
I
that-
don't know if they were they there together. I don't know if there was any overlap.
I have to look.
Pochettino has been
I
gone
don't-
for
I'll look at that.
5 or 6 years
I
now.
do not believe Pochettino's going to any national team.
No,
not
I agree.
England.
I'm
I
just
think
saying
he's
that's
staying
the only
club.
reason why it would be in there.
I think he's staying club.
All
I
right,
think Pochettino-
we're moving on. We're moving on here. I want to talk Ballon d'Or. All right,
Balloon Dijon.
Is that a shiny trophy?
It is
It's a
shiny
balloon.
trophy,
Oh, it's a balloon.
Mylar.
Really?
Shiny.
Ah.
officially called the Ballon d'Or.
And it's going to Messi.
no.
All right.
unfortunately, it's
Yeah.
not going to Messi.
MLS.
Yeah.
Well, Messi has won 8 of them, but he will not be winning a 9th.
I bet he's going to win this one.
Record. if he wins this one, oh my God.
I bet he's just going to win it.
Yeah.
I mean, last 2 years. I mean, come on now.
So
Yes.
officially, what has happened now is that the Ballon d'Or has for the season is done. It finished with Copa and it finished with Euros. So for the prior year, from the prior summer till now is when it was, and anything from here on out leads through to the next year. So we will probably, I think in September, October, November is when it'll be announced. Maybe sooner. I can't remember the date. Brooks has his hand up.
Yes. So so Crocker was in the Southampton Academy from 2006 2013. Pochettino was at Southampton.
What do you mean in the academy as a player?
No, as a coach.
As a coach?
Yes. And then in 2013 to 14, Pochettino was managing Southampton.
So before they didn't cross paths, unfortunately missed by a year. You saying?
No, I don't think they missed. I think they're at the same time.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Well, they had some overlap then. All right. So here are your top 6 Ballon d'Or candidates, and I will give them to you in order that they were given to me. And I'm going to give you some credentials to go along with it. All right. Number 6, Toni Kroos in 2023-24, 1 goal, 12 assists, won Champions League, won the Liga, won the Super Cup, and the Escapana, Supercopa di Escapana. So before the season starts, he won a lot. He did an absolute freaking ton in this past year for Real Madrid. Unfortunately, the downfall was probably Germany as they lost in the knockout rounds.
And that's why he's not winning it.
That's possibly why he's not winning it. I would say even if they had, let's say, lost in the final, I don't think he did enough compared to some of the other candidates. But to be determined.
They would have won it, he would have won it.
If they would have won it,
Who was the first
He
one?
was
Sorry.
the midfield general. Huh?
Bellingham?
No. That one, I'm going from 6 to 1. 6
Who was
Toni
6? Cruz, my bad.
Toni Kroos.
Sorry, I was commenting on stuff.
All right. Number 5, Lautaro Martinez. In the 23-24 season, he had 35 goals, 8 assists, won Copa America, won Serie A, and won the Supercopa in Italiana. He won almost
Inter
everything.
Milan, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He won almost everything he win. Yeah. He had a ton of freaking goals. Yeah. Found it hard to get off the bench for Argentina, by the way.
But he did score some big goals in Copa.
Was actually the leading goal scorer in Copa America. But
too well in the Champions League.
Did not do too well in Champions League. So
he's not him.
Probably not. That's probably his downfall. But had a hell of a year. And by the way, signed a brand new contract with Inter Milan and is now earning just shy of 11 million euros a year. All right, next on the list, number 4, Dani Carvajal for Real Madrid, 2023-24. He had 7 goals, 8 assists, 21 clean sheets for Real Madrid.
I don't think a right back wins.
He won Euro 24. He won the Champions League. He won La Liga. He won Supercopa.
And was the captain.
But he's a right back. When's the last time his defenders won Ballon d'Or?
That's a great question. I don't remember the last time a defender won, but
I'll look that up right now.
I do not like Dani Carvajal, but he had one hell of a year.
He won everything.
He had a freaking year.
He won everything.
Man, what a player. And what's he like, 34 years old, 33 years old?
Yep.
Even up there in age, he's still doing it. And he, as a defender, when he's on the field, he is freaking fast as hell. Regardless,
he's a candidate, man.
Absolutely. Whether you love him or you hate him, you got to raise your hand and say, what a great year he had. All right.
I don't know. Okay, sorry. I'm trying to look at the positions these guys play. I don't know the guys back in the early 2000s, 90s.
What? Oh.
The one. Yeah. Because Cannavaro, he was an attacker, right? Fabio Cannavaro?
No.
Was he a defender?
Midfielder, defender, yeah.
Okay, well, 06, he won with Real Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Everyone else, it's been Messi, Modric, Ronaldo, and then Benzema won in 2022.
Yeah, everybody's forwards. All right, third on the list, Mr. Jude Bellingham. In 2023-24, he had 27 goals, 17 assists, won the Champions League, won La Liga, and won Supercopa. Where he failed was in the Euros, as he did all right.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna say this: if you're not giving it to Cruz,
can't do Bellingham.
Not giving it to Bellingham.
Yeah, you don't think so?
Cruz had a better tournament.
To be fair, he did come up in big moments for England.
That bicycle
even
kick.
though it wasn't superb every game. And he only played in one of the group games. He was dominant. Then he had spurts.
Cruz overall had a better tournament playing in the midfield than he did.
Sure, because he was the focal
But I
point
think
for Germany.
because he was able to take his team to the final, That probably supersedes that. I don't know.
It can go back and forth with this.
But if you haven't realized, we've had Cruz, we've had Carvajal, and now Bellingham. We've had 3 Real Madrid players mixed in with 1 Inter Milan player.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, it does. All right, here comes another one. Vinicius Jr. In 2023-24, he had 26 goals, 12 assists, won the Champions League, won La Liga, and won Supercopa. I mean,
I can't give it to him because he was pretty bad with the Brazil and Copa America.
In Copa America, he was bad, and then
he
was
can't carry a
suspended.
team on his back and do it on his own.
Here's the issue, though.
Yep.
How many times did Messi win it and was pretty bad with his national team? Or Ronaldo
Very
win
true.
it and pretty bad with his national team?
I agree.
Yeah.
Again, this is a popularity contest,
Yeah. Well,
technically.
but is it because we're talking about a lot of these guys like Cruz, who
How big of a focal point do you think
the national
was
team-
Vinicius with Madrid?
Oh,
If they didn't have
He was
him
huge.
playing,
it was either him. I think it was him. He was the focus number 1, and then Bellingham was the focus number 2.
do you think if you removed him from the starting lineup, they could have won still everything without him?
You wouldn't have won as much. He just expands the field with his speed. Speed kills. And the way he can run at people, he just expands that field. I don't know if it's Vinny Jr. who wins this. But
number 1.
He had one hell of a year. Now, the player who's in the number 1 pole position, in my opinion, right now,
Messi?
nope. Do you remember, Brooks, when we were out at the bar a couple weeks ago and everybody said, let's do a draft. If you could pick one player for your team.
I mean, Martinez.
Nope. I was the only person
I would
who
have
said-
taken the goalkeeper.
You took Emi
I
Martinez.
told the guys that.
Yeah.
You were talking with someone else, but I said, yeah, I mean, Martinez. I would have taken
So
him.
I said the one player, and everyone went, oh, yeah, maybe. That's a pretty good pick.
Yeah.
Rodri.
Yeah.
In 2023-2024, he had 12 goals, 15 assists, won Euro 24, won the Premier League, won the Club World Cup, and won UEFA Super Cup.
The only thing
This
he didn't do is
player
the Champions League.
Did it all. Yep. Only thing he failed in was at the semifinal of the Champions League
And he is
and the FA Cup.
and he is being tinged as the leading candidate.
By
Because
the
of
way,
his performance in the Euros.
I was about to say, by the way, also the UEFA Euro 2024 Player of the Tournament. So I think he takes it based on that
I
because
think
he
if-
had one hell.
And he was
of a
he was great up until Germany took him out, basically.
Yeah.
Because he didn't play in the final.
Yes, he did.
Rodri? I thought he was out because he was injured.
Thought he was.
He came off halftime in the final against England.
So because of everything, I mean, he is that leader for Man City. He had a spell in December where he missed a couple of games due to suspension and then injury, and they actually lost and drew a couple of games in that spell where he wasn't there because he is the main general in that team. I think he wins it. So that's your Ballon d'Or candidates. I'd love to know what other people think. Who?
Are we giving our predictions?
Yeah, I mean, go for it because I honestly, as of about 2 to 3 weeks ago, I was ready to hand it to Jude Bellingham. I was ready just to say this player has been the best player of the year. But over the last, I would say, month, 2 months, 2.5 months, he's slowed down and taken his foot off the pedal. Whether he's tired, whether it's going on, I think Rodri just Mr. Consistent, scored big goals, big games. And I think it will play in that they won the Champions League last year against Inter Milan, 1-0. He was the goal scorer. All right. So, do you think Rodri wins it, or do you think someone else wins it? Do you think maybe they go popularity contest and give it to Toni Kroos or Danny Carvajal or Arturo Martinez, or is there someone else? But those are the top 6 that I could find that are being talked about.
Toni Kroos has never won this, right?
No,
He's been a finalist though, hasn't he?
a couple of times. Yes, a couple of times.
I think you can remove Rodri from that Man City team and they'd still do well. In my opinion, I think Toni Kroos wins it. It's because he went out with the bang, and then he's no more international play. He's got a 1-year contract with Real Madrid, right? Doesn't he have one? Didn't he sign one? No, is he done?
Toni Kroos is done. He officially retired.
I don't think Real Madrid do as well, in my opinion, in the midfield if they don't have Kroos. So I think Kroos wins it.
That's an interesting thought. I got to be honest. I don't know. I think you would absolutely be showing popularity contest if you gave it to Toni Kroos, because I think he had a good year, but not a great year compared to 2 of the.
Well, I'm going to say this is a popularity contest, and that's why Rodri's going to win it.
who deserves to win it?
And it's a popularity contest, and that's why he's going to win it.
Yeah, but who deserves to win it?
You asked me who was going to win it, and I said Rodri, based on the fact that it's a popularity contest, and he's going to win it.
It wasn't a popularity contest.
I would give it to the right back.
Carvajal.
Carvajal?
Yeah, Carvajal.
Yeah.
Dang it, I don't want to give it to a right back, and I definitely don't want to give it to Danny Carvajal because I don't like him, but dang it. He
if
could
it
finish.
was skill, it's him for the season that he had
Sure.
for winning football.
So, but
if it's popularity, it'd go to Rodri.
Rodri won player of the tournament for the Euros.
And that's,
but he deserved it. And he played on the same team with Carvajal, right? Spain. So,
usually player of the tournaments aren't a right back.
yeah, no, this is true.
Unless
Normally,
you have
Ballon
like
d'Or winners
unless you have a
aren't
ton of
right backs
assists.
Exactly. That's why it's going to be Rodri.
either. I personally think Rodri deserves it. That's just my opinion. But, we'll
I'm
see.
not saying he doesn't deserve it. I'm just saying.
At this point, we're splitting hairs.
Rodrigo.
We're splitting hairs. Rodrigo? Nah. All right,
Is that his
listen.
name?
No. There is another player, Rodrigo.
Oh.
Rodri is Rodriguez for Man City.
Oh, okay,
Yep.
my bad.
All right, listen. We are going to be right back. We got some fun rumors, and I've got a Aston Villa player who's leaving, and he's going to be earning $400,000 per week. We'll see who Aston Villa replace him with. We'll be right back after this.
I'm Craig Hearn. Today, I'm here with the football doc, Dr. Zachary Atwood. He's going to show me some simple exercises and stretches to do before my soccer games. Because to be honest, I'm getting a little older and I need to be better prepared for these games. All right, he's got some stuff he's going to show us. Let's jump in.
What's up, guys? Dr. Zach here with Craig. We're going through a dynamic warm-up here. Super important, especially in this age group as we get older. A lot of guys that I see, they go right from their car and straight to the field without any warm-up. We want to make sure that we're getting the body warm, we're getting loose, we get the heart rate up so that we can help reduce injuries. All right, guys, so I've got Craig currently doing some grass sweeps. He's doing a Frankenstein stretch, and he's also going through some pogos right now. Whoa, Craig, what the hell?
Yep. Sorry, Doc. All this newfangled dynamic warm-up, this and that. What was wrong with my old warm-up? Oh, yeah, the doc was right. Definitely need the new warm-up. Oh, good Lord. All right, big thank you to our partners out there. Big thank you to Soccer World, soccerworld.net for all of your soccer gear needs. Hey, I know the kids are going to be doing camps this summer, and they're going to be starting back up here for their club teams. If you're in need of gear, shin guards, boots, socks. Nobody likes socks.
A ball pump.
A ball pump. You like the ball pumps.
Yes.
If you're in need of soccer gear needs, head over to Soccer World, and if you're in Metro Detroit, 3 locations here or soccerworld.net. Big thank you to Next Level Training. My kids are doing Next Level Training stuff next week. They're going to be doing both my kids signed up for the summer camps.
Is that a southern accent there?
Yeah. I can throw that on every once in a while.
Really?
The summer camps, my kids
Anything,
absolutely
Nate?
love the Next Level Training. Nate, is your daughter did the summer camp a couple of weeks ago, right?
Genau.
What?
That means yes.
Yeah. Now, what the hell is that? Is that
German.
German.
I actually went and watched some of the summer camp, and your daughter was there. She was running around waving at me and said some things like, "What should I do? I've never been taught like this before. What should I do?" And I was like, "Well, you just listen to Mr. Bird, and not the other guy in the corner over there. Your dad. Don't listen to him."
I don't say shit.
Yeah. My kid's doing it in a week. Michigan Jags, big thank you for helping us and sponsoring and partnering with us here. My son's actually doing the Jags summer camp this week. 8 o'clock in the morning every day this week.
Oh, boy.
He better be in bed at this point. He was really looking forward to it because he gets to train with his new team. He got some new teammates in. So he's looking forward to that. So MichiganJaguarsFC.com for more information on the Jags. Thomas McGee's. By the way, boys, Thomas McGee's put out a picture yesterday on their Facebook page. I may have to go down there very soon because I didn't know they did such an awesome-looking Bloody Mary. And now I'm craving a Bloody Mary. And it's 10:15 at night. Yeah. I know there's issues, but I do want the Bloody Mary from Thomas McGee's, and if you do too, get down there. Thomas McGee's in Eastern Market in downtown Detroit. Big thank you to the football doc, Dr. Zachary Atwood, as you saw in the video prior. He knows what he's doing. You just have to listen to what he tells you, and unfortunately, I didn't listen and did my hamstring. Dr. Zachary Atwood, the football doc. Listen and if you've been injured, get with Doc Zach. He will fix you up. And the Fab Football Academy in England. They actually train out of the old Olympic stadium there, training center in England.
Bisham Abbey.
What?
Bisham Abbey.
Yep. Right there in London. Phenomenal.
Outside of London.
Just outside of London.
Yes.
London's huge, by the way.
It's greater. We'll call it greater London.
Some great players have come out of that academy. Matty Cash for Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Ryan Hill, who plays for Stoke City.
Yeah, some great players come out of there. Check them out at fabfootballacademy.co.uk, or you can find them scrolling on the bottom line down here. Awesome setup that they've got. I may have to make my way over there because I'm actually looking for a new professional team myself, Brooks.
Are you?
Yeah, you think they'll take me?
Possibly.
Yeah. I mean, I look like I'm 14 or 15, right?
Yeah. Play with the National League team and work your way up.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that.
Yeah.
Be like that Eli Manning thing where he goes out and does the camp, or he does like
He goes to the Penn State football camp.
and all the people are like, "Who's this old guy?" Even though he's got like the mask and shit on. All right, so thank you to our partners. Appreciate you guys and everything you do for us. All right, I'm gonna flip back to the all cams here, fellas. Before we jump into some of the transfers and the rumors that are going around, I got two things for you. We're gonna do a whole segment on Manchester United. God damn it.
Does that mean Nate talks the whole time?
You're welcome.
Can we skip this one? Can we skip it? God damn it. All right, here we go. Man United, they've made some big moves here in the past week.
Still making big moves.
Still making big moves. But I'm still thinking Erik ten Hag could find himself in the hot seat before Christmas due to some of these moves, and we'll talk about why. All right, so Joshua Zirkzee and Lenny Yoro in the doors. They're signed, they're done, they're sealed. They're playing in the preseason games here. Some decent, I will say, listen, every time a player gets signed for Manchester United, I hear, holy crap, what a player. This player is just class, and it's brilliant. These players are good players.
I thought an angel gets its wings every time Man United signed a player.
The fans would have you believe that. These are decent players. Zirkzee and Euro are pretty good players. Don't get me wrong. Real Madrid wanted Lenny Yoro. Joshua Zirkzee was highly touted.
Barca wanted him.
Yeah, there was some clubs after them for sure. So,
by the way, Liverpool also wanted Euro.
Yeah, they got him. They got them. So good players in. Manuel Ugarte could be the next one in the door. But
Ugarte right now is sitting there with it's a 3-player transfer about to happen.
Yep. There's dominoes that need to fall. And by the way, he wants out of PSG because he hasn't played enough.
Yeah. So he's going to leave PSG, chances are.
Yep.
He already has a committed contract with United, basically. They've sorted all that out.
They just now need to negotiate it.
Unlike the Frankie de Jong in the past. So here's why all the United fans are excited. It has nothing to do with the signings.
Please.
It has nothing to do with the signings.
Please tell me why.
It has to do with the mode of operations and the matter they are operating with under their new regime and the people that they have in charge.
So should I say congratulations and welcome to the 2024 the way both teams are now operating?
That's basically what it is.
Villa are operating on the same level right now.
That's basically what it is. Yeah. That's your Barda, the chief executive from Man United or Man City, Ashworth from Newcastle, Blanc, the former CEO at Juve and PSG. All pretty good teams, right?
Yeah, they're all right.
Yeah, okay. And Viel from RB Leipzig, and then Willock from Southampton City. These are the guys who are pulling the strings behind the background, who are actually getting deals done in an appropriate manner, getting players sold in an appropriate manner. So what's going on with that midfielder at PSG is chances are they have 3-4 teams bidding on Mikitome. Once they sell Mikitome, they're going to parlay that money towards him. And once PSG finalizes their agreement with John Neves, it's pretty much a 3-player domino.
So just so
By the
everybody's
way-
aware, João Neves right now at Benfica, he has $120 million euro release. That's the price
Right.
that PSG want to or were willing to pay for him.
Right.
So he'll be heading from Benfica to PSG, and PSG will letting Ugarte go to United.
And they need the Ugarte sale to go through in order to get it Neves. So it's a triple train effect. We're just probably milking as much money as we can get out of Mikitomi. We've also told Sophie and Arambat,
So for an Armbat, he can piss off.
not piss off.
You don't
We'll
want
take him.
I
Not
heard
for
that-
$20 million.
The rumor from Fabrizio today
was that we would
they've
take
said
him.
officially no, they're not interested. But
Well, no, we said we would take him, but we're not going to do the release cost for $20 million. So if he wants to stay here, that's fine, and we'll take him, but we're not going to pay $20 million for him.
so
So we're already starting to play our hardball. The Lit is actually a solid hardball move where they've actually started talking to Taz Camp, the center back over there, who Munich want, and they need the selling of De Ligt to go through in order to get Ta. And we said, okay, well, we're going to start to talk to Taz Camp now because you guys are messing around with the selling price that we're not willing to pay.
So besides De Ligt,
Which also that agreement's already sorted out contract-wise.
welcome to 2023 and 2024.
Exactly.
Your guys
I like
are
how you
finally
say
up to
this.
speed.
You're
No,
saying this as a slight smack hand, but this is what we've been talking about, what we needed to do as
yeah. Oh,
United
no, we've been
fans
talking
for
about
They
a
are
this.
rotating and changing, which is a good positive.
It is. Do you think so? Because I can tell you why it's not.
I mean,
Okay,
it's-
go ahead.
You ever seen a team bring in 5 new players that have never played in the Premiership?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't work out well.
Cool.
Especially because the Premiership is the quickest, fastest, strongest league in the world. Now,
Hi, this is Hopes and Dreams by Craig.
Yes.
Go ahead.
so
is it a
here's
song or a story.
They're bringing in some really good players, young players. Ugarte, he's not going to make a difference for another year or two. He needs to be blooded in. He's
Maybe.
not going to start, right?
Maybe.
He wasn't bad for
Lenny
Uruguay.
Yoro, he'll get pushed around. Looks like a good player, to be honest,
Yeah.
but I don't see him starting every game, right? Like Hoyland, everybody had their hopes and dreams pinned on him last year. How'd that work out?
Worked out fine. He
was all right.
actually, second half of the year, he was really good.
I would say the first half he sucked. In the middle, he was good. In the last little bit, he tailed off, and it looked like he was tired.
Yeah, probably because he didn't have
Because
anyone to
he's-
sub anyone out. Because we
Well,
didn't have
hey,
any back.
Now,
By the way, Sancho's back too.
hold on. Hold your horses. Hold your horses.
It's okay. Keep dreaming. Go ahead.
Hoyland did well.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit better than I thought, to be honest. Full disclosure.
Yeah.
Full disclosure. Did better than I thought. But everybody thought, holy crap, this is the kid. We're pinning it on him. You can't do that, man.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that. You put the pressure on the kid. It got to him. For the first 18 games, he couldn't put the
Sweet.
ball in the back of the net because of all the fucking pressure everybody put on him.
Just out of curiosity, would you have passed up on Jude Bellingham back when he was available? Because United did.
I know. How
Would you pass-
stupid was that?
Yeah, pretty bad, huh? Would you pass on?
Everybody could see what he was going to
Yeah.
be.
Would you have passed on? Well, just like everyone could see what this Euro kid's going to be too.
This kid's 18, man.
Do you want me to run down the stats?
I don't need to. He's never played in the Premiership. I've seen the stats.
And he's a
I've
starter for
looked.
PSG.
Did you not hear me say I think he's going to be a good player, but it's going to take time. You can't put
Statistically,
him-
he's the best under 21 center back that there is in the world.
That's where the game's won, statistics. Again, I think he's going to be a good player. Put him in day one, it could spell trouble.
Do you need to put him in day one? Because I'm pretty sure you still have Harry Maguire and Martinez.
Harry Maguire, you guys still want to get rid of. By the way, McTominay, I read today.
And if we do, we have Matthias de Ligt, and I'd put Matthias de Ligt.
Lit hasn't signed yet. The Lit has signed a contract with you. But
And
it
Harry
hasn't
Maguire
been
is still on
negotiated.
contract too, so what's your point?
Hasn't been negotiated. All I'm saying is
Is Euro going to
you've
start?
made some
No.
good signings.
Yeah.
Not a single one has Premiership experience.
No shit. Because they've never played in the Premier League, and what's your point?
Well, no shit. That's what I just said. They don't have any experience.
Well,
you
no
have
shit.
to at some point
Hey,
make a
did Erling
signing
Haaland
from the
have any
Premiership.
experience? Was that a bad signing for City?
You didn't need it. That was one player. One player you've
Did
made.
Rodri have experience coming in? It's okay.
you're
it's-
making-
It's fine. You don't like United, and therefore this is
I
your
don't
way.
like United, but what I'm saying is they've made some good signings. But if
They
you
did.
guys are expecting them to start day one, it's
Who's
going
it?
to spell
I'm not
trouble.
expecting them to start. They don't need to start.
Everybody's saying, pure class, look at this player. This is the way United's coming back.
Yeah.
This year, you better watch out. This year? This year? this year, because you signed 3 players under the age of 21 who've never played in the Premiership, and all of a sudden this year is going to be the year?
2 players. 2. They've only said 2.
Well, agreed. Could be a third, as we said. Signed, but not negotiated.
Net impact cost the club $40 million.
So Eric Ten Hag did come out today and said he would like to keep Scott McTominay based on his performance last year.
Maybe.
So whether that's a negotiating ploy, I do not know.
We have 3-4 teams bidding on him right
Still
now.
no update on De Ligt. Negotiations are ongoing. We're on week 2 there. And Cheeto Obi Martin is leaving Arsenal, and one of the teams he's looking at is Man United. Man United looking to get that signed and done as soon as possible, but I believe he is actually going to be touring another team or 2 as well, as he's keeping all options open. And just so everybody knows, Cheeto Obi Martin, Arsenal youth player who scored like 9 goals in a game a couple months back and made a real name for himself. One of the top young English players in the game at the moment. So, but yeah, no, listen, I think United have made some good signings. What I'm saying is temper your expectations, because if you have 3 or 4 of those players all of a sudden start day 1, it could spell trouble. And what happens when you put people – listen, it happened to Everton did it. Villa did it. Newcastle did it. They signed all these players that had no Premiership experience, and they put them in day 1, and it was like they got run over by a train. They got absolutely hit by a train for the first 2 months, and it was downhill from there.
They don't need to put any of these players in.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So why is everybody saying, watch out this year, look at the players we've signed?
Because the upswing on them,
or next year, possibly.
Yeah, the upswing on them is great.
Yes, absolutely. It's why you buy youngsters. This is the upswing,
And
right?
Xerxes actually is a national team player.
Yes.
And was a starter in the Italian league.
I would highly advise a lot of United players to go and read The Athletic. They gave some really good breakdowns on these players. They pretty much said United have made some great signings, but wait, because where do they fit in? Some good articles there. All right, what we're gonna do is, by the way, the Antony rumors are getting heated now. He says he wants to stay. The club are willing to shift him off if they can find someone to pay on loan. If they can find someone to pay for the £70,000 a week.
I say keep him.
I say let him go if you're keeping Sancho. If you keep Jadon Sancho, get rid of Antony, because I think it'll just stunt.
Nah, I mean unless so.
But you can have a lot of games because you're in the Europa.
You got a lot of. There's a lot of games.
Yeah.
So it's my Harry Maguire theory is he's got 1 more year in his contract. So unless someone's really coming in to spend buku dollars and really offset it, I think you keep him.
Yeah. All right.
Say that with Anthony.
Yeah.
Regardless of Sancho.
Okay. Here's a couple of rumors. Sorry, we're going to jump to this news before we do rumors. So apologies. Aston Villa player Moussa Diaby is going to Al Ittihad in the Saudi Arabian League. Last year, Villa paid Bayer Leverkusen £43 million for this young man. He came in and he did a hell of a job in the first, let's say, month and a half to 2 months of the Premiership season, was scoring goals, showing his speed, showing his pace. And then all of a sudden, it slowed down. All of a sudden, he just regressed. He couldn't get off the bench. Leon Bailey was the player in front of him. Moussa Diaby was good. We needed him. He played good in some games. It was just inconsistent towards the end of the year. Now, Al Ittihad have come in and offered Aston Villa a fee of £60 million. That's £17 million Aston Villa will have made from buying him to selling him. That's 1 year. Why, you're asking, is he leaving? Why does he want to leave? He's already signed his contract with Al Ittihad in the Saudi Arabian League because they offered him £400,000 a week. At Aston Villa, he's earning about £70,000 a week. £70,000 or £400,000 a week. He jumped. He gone. Villa made a hell of a profit. Now Aston Villa looking at their next option of who they want to bring in. One name out there that I really like is João Felix, former Barcelona, former Chelsea, former Atleti player. So we'll see if that happens. But Moussa Diaby joining Al Ittihad and joining his friends N'Golo Kante and Karim Benzema. Nate, I don't know about you, man.
I don't like João Felix for you.
No?
I think that's a bad signing.
I think that's a good signing.
I think he did very poor at Chelsea for the wage that he gaunders. I think you could get better players. I think you can get better, tougher, stronger players than a João Felix. I don't I don't think he's that great.
Well,
I think he was average for Chelsea and got pushed around a lot.
for the salary that he was receiving, he was average.
And that's the problem. It's hand in hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like the player. I don't know if he fits in with Villa. To be honest, I think you're right, though. I think there's players out there who, for the money, Villa could do a lot better.
I think they could do a lot better for the money.
Yeah, and I think they will.
I'm just saying, when I saw that, I was like, really? This guy? Like, to me, he's not a Premier League player. To me, he's a Serie A or Italian League player, just the way he plays and how he is. I don't know. I think I could come up with some better signings right now for you.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it happens, João Felix. I think it's just a name being touted out there for people to click on because everybody knows the name João Felix, right? But I mean, that's just another player heading off to Saudi Arabia for money that it's just crazy money.
It's
I mean,
disappointing to see that, to be honest with you.
There's not a team in England that would pay Moussa Diaby £400,000 a week. And to put this in perspective, Kevin De Bruyne earns £400,000 a week. Okay? He is not on the Kevin De Bruyne level. So just putting that out there. The money is stupid. That's why these players are jumping. We all know it. Speaking of Kevin De Bruyne, the rumors were that he had signed a contract with a Saudi Arabian club and was waiting for that club to negotiate a fee with Manchester City. That has been walked back. Fabrizio Romano today said the rumors are not true. Let me see if I can find the note. He said officially Kevin De Bruyne has not signed anything. So Saudi sources are actually playing down reports of Kevin De Bruyne signing an agreement. So that's off the books. Man City look like they are going to lose their goalkeeper Ederson, as he could be on his way. He is pretty much on his way. They're waiting for the fee to be negotiated. The fee, I can't believe it, between 30 and 40 million euros. I would have thought a lot more. One of the best keepers in the world, only for 30 and 40 million. I really thought that was going to be a lot bigger fee. You could have demanded more money there, but it is what it is. All right, fellas, I got a couple other pieces here for you. Let's just say 3 things. 3 fun little pieces. All right. 300 VIP seats to the Bernabeu, Real Madrid's Bernabeu. You can purchase one of them. You want to purchase one of the VIP seats?
Not really.
No? What the F is wrong with you? Seriously? No? You don't want to buy a seat?
Not really.
In the club, the VIP club and lounge?
No.
It's only going to cost you $210,000.
That's where you know someone that knows someone that gets you in.
Well, the $210,000 entry fee gets you a 30-year entry fee into the club, but that doesn't buy you a seat. You now have to buy a seat.
If you die, does it pass on to your
Nope.
primary beneficiary?
No. Doesn't work like that. That's only in Lambeau Field.
No.
Gross.
That's usually how IRAs work, so you know.
That's what works?
That's how an IRA usually works.
Brooks, you're too smart. All right. I put
it in my trust.
I got one other thing for you boys. La Liga's highest paid players have been ranked, and it's been put in here. I'm going to put it up on the screen. Here are La Liga's highest paid players. Before I put it up, do you guys want to guess at who could be the highest paid player in La Liga?
Does that include the transfers with Mbappe
Nope.
and everything?
Yes, it does. Mbappe is included, yes. So you got Mbappe, you've got Bellingham, you've got Lewandowski, Modric, Carvajal, Vinicius Jr. You've got all that. Who earns the most money, salary-wise? Any clue? You want to say Mbappe?
Sure.
Because by the way, he was on a free transfer.
Oh, he was.
So they didn't have to pay for him. So what they do is, here's how this works, Brooks. Instead of paying a fee to a team, right? What they say is, well, we got you on a free because you let your contract expire. We would have ended up paying this fee for you. So what we do is we'll take a little bit of that and roll it into your salary. So now instead of him earning, 200,000 euros a week, he now earns 300,000 euros a week. Nate, any guess as to who the highest paid La Liga player could be?
Lewandowski.
That's a great guess.
Thank you.
That is a great guess.
Thank you. I happen to be a great person.
Yes, you are.
And modestly speaking, I'm probably the best person you
But
know.
you would be wrong in Lewandowski.
How close am I?
Very close. He's second.
Ooh.
Frankie de Jong is the highest paid
Oh, really?
La Liga
His
player.
teammate, huh?
31 million pounds is what he gets paid. All right, per year. Lewandowski second. Kylian Mbappe, new to the league, Real Madrid, third at 26.3.
Well, that's why they wanted to load him a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because of his high salary.
Yep. David Alaba, Jean Oblak, Vinicius Jr., Jude Bellingham in seventh at 15.8 million. Ilkay Gundogan, new to Barcelona this past year for 14 million a year. Federico Valverde and then Thibaut Courtois down there at 10th.
So the only outlier on that is Oblak.
Yep. So every single player is a Barcelona or Real Madrid player because this is a two-horse race in the La Liga, as we know. But Jean Oblak, one of the best goalkeepers in the world.
He is a
ranked
great
fifth.
goalkeeper.
He absolutely is.
He is.
So Jan Oblak, 17.5 million, right in the middle there. But would you put Frankie de Jong in the top 10? I mean, maybe in the top 10 you would have put him, but not first.
I mean, they bought him a lot from Ajax.
I mean, but 31.6 million. Who would you rather have?
Well, wasn't his coach Dutch at the time that bought him?
Yes.
I'm sure they're probably.
Yeah, it's
I'm
done
sure
a
they
little
helped drive the
differently
price
with-
I'm
up.
going to say this right now. I would literally take any player on that list over Frankie de Jong.
Yes.
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 Any player, including the goalkeepers,
I wonder who his agent is.
Yeah.
I think are better than Frankie de Jong.
Probably not Jorge Mendes.
No, he's dead, isn't he? Mendes dead now? I can't remember.
Or, no.
Oh.
Jorge
I think-
Mendes was the agent for whatever.
I don't like agents. I don't pay attention.
Could you imagine if you were playing like, I don't know, FIFA Manager, and you're like, all right, you can have de Jong or Bellingham.
Oh, I definitely want Frankie de Jong over Bellingham.
All right.
You don't
sure?
play video games.
You want de Jong or Gundogan?
Definitely want Frankie de Jong again. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Okay. Well, hold on. I got one of the best goalkeepers in the world, Oblak or de Jong.
Ooh, yeah, he's going to save a lot of goals.
Yeah.
But I want sideways Frankie de Jong. He passes the ball sideways a lot.
Hey, remember when Mbappe like almost wanted a World Cup
Yeah, I remember that.
and actually won World Cups for France?
Yeah, I remember that. He's a good player.
Hold on.
Yeah,
But you could have de Jong
I'll take de Jong.
because he's done
Nothing.
cool. He has great hair.
Absolutely.
That hair does not move.
He does have actually nice hair.
Yeah.
That might have been, I mean, if we're being entirely honest and looking at this and talking about Man United and Frankie de Jong, why he didn't want to move last year, I think we
Why?
now know why.
That's why.
I mean, absolutely. He was never going to get that much.
Well, that was always the problem. That was always the problem. And that's why, Barca agreed to it and wanted to move him along because of how high the salary is. And United was like, this is what we're going to offer you. And he was like,
Did he play with the Dutch in the Euros?
no, he got injured.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, injured. So, hey, Frankie de Jong, would any fucking person have guessed Frankie de Jong without knowing the numbers? No one would have guessed.
Actually, if you would have gave me all the names in the beginning, I probably would have guessed de Jong because
of what happened last
of what
summer?
happened.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so that's that. Last thing I want to get to today for us fellas is the FIFA rankings.
No.
Oh, my
No,
How
this-
effing bad is this?
fucking
How-
I think it's pretty accurate.
Get the what?
What?
You can leave now. All right, listen.
In lacrosse, maybe.
Like
Yes.
Spain just won the Euros.
There's no FIFA lacrosse, though.
Spain just won the Euros. And they played 7 games. They won 7 games.
Sure.
How are they not number 1?
Argentina won Copa America.
Yeah, so number 1 or number 2, you're going to split the hairs. It's
Yeah.
going to be Spain or Argentina.
I don't have a problem with you going 1 and 2 or 2 and 1.
Sure.
Now you
number
got
3 and number 4 is going to be France and Argentina.
Yep.
Period. Brazil should be way down that list.
Yep.
Belgium doesn't belong on that list.
Belgium
Netherlands
doesn't
should
belong anywhere near that.
Netherlands
Portugal probably should be
way higher. Portugal should be way lower. USA can piss off for now, and I love USA, just so we're clear.
I think Canada should be in the top 20.
Shut up.
Oh no way. Italy at 10. Italy. Did you see?
Why
any
is
of the-
Iran on there? No offense.
Well, you got to
Seriously.
account for food, the country.
So you get points for food?
Yes, you do.
Croatia should
That's
be
how FIFA does
way
this,
lower.
It's like you kind of you spice it up a little bit with,
Germany should
hey,
be
I'll give you
higher.
some free food if you bring my ranking a little higher.
I would put.
I'm going to keep Morocco where they are.
I would keep Morocco there.
I don't understand Iran.
I would keep Switzerland there. USA need to be further down. Mexico needs to be further down. Japan.
Mexico should even be on
Japan?
there.
Japan?
USA and Mexico
Senegal?
should not be in the top 20.
Japan should be in.
How is Germany 13? Put Germany into the top 10.
Yep.
Colombia, okay, fine. But
Switzerland
Italy,
can't-
get out of here.
Switzerland can't be there because Shaqiri just retired.
Shaqiri.
Shaqiri.
Shakiri.
Iran,
Yes, he can still be.
Iran at 20? I
Doesn't
mean,
make sense.
listen, this
I think they
is-
just had
this
a
is
dartboard
bizarre.
and they just threw the dart at a dartboard and was like, "This is what the rankings are."
How are
You think they're
USA?
like, hey, we need to get a team in each region so this is popular? So this
Yes,
is how we're
I
going
think
to
they
do
do.
it? Like-
I think they say but now you've got USA and Mexico right next to each other.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So and Iran.
Katie says Brazil shouldn't be fifth.
Who?
Katie
She says they shouldn't be fifth.
should not be fifth.
I agree.
No.
I agree. They should be lower. Look what they did in the
Correct.
Copa. They didn't play very well. They were poor. That whole FIFA. I think at this point, anytime FIFA puts out rankings, everybody just should fucking ignore it because it's terrible. It's terrible.
Or they
It's-
could stop just doing it altogether.
well, they should stop doing it, but they're not going to because it's FIFA. Right?
Well, and
they
the
have to
funny
make
thing
money.
is-
Everyone likes a good rankings.
It
No,
was supposed to
they're
be
not right.
based off of last major tournaments.
Clearly, they weren't paying attention to the tournaments, right?
Right. Doesn't make sense.
I don't get it. But it is what it is. All right. So, listen, the FIFA rankings are crap. It's been fun. A lot more transfers coming up this week.
All rankings are crap.
All rankings are crap. A lot more,
Except for a meta pod ranking.
Yes.
unless you're ranking
Number 1,
Yes.
Metapod.
Metapod.
Global show.
Someone's gonna have to explain to me what a Metapod is.
If you don't know, you don't know, bro.
All right. I'm
That
out
just
of
shows your age right there.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Thank you to our partners. Thank you to Soccer World. Thank you to Next Level Training. Thank you to the Michigan Jags. Thank you to Thomas McGee's. Thank you to the football doc, Dr. Zachary Atwood. Thank you to the Fab Football Academy located in England. Check them out. Thank you guys. Very much appreciated. Do us a huge favor. Give us a like. Give us a subscription. Give us a share. We would, Nate's going to give you lots of kisses if you do all of that. Brooks will give you some hugs, and then he's going to get matching tattoos with whatever you want, as long as you shared the show. Right, Brooks?
Yes.
That's how it works. All right. Thanks, everybody. We appreciate
Victor
it.
shares the show, so we may get matching tattoos one day.
You should. All right. Same time next week. Same channel as well. We'll be back next week. Cheers. Thanks.
Cheers.